So I have a message here, and in this message, let's say I wanted to file this message away in a folder. Now, Google doesn't do folders the way FirstClass does folders. You can do the same type of thing, it's just called something different. Google calls them labels. And what this allows you to do is to create your own labels that you can apply to messages, and it puts them in these groups or these kind of categories if you want. So I have two different things I can do to this message. Number one is I can move this message and put it into a label, all right, which is the same or the most similar probably to moving things into a folder. The other thing I can do is I can simply label things, which is kind of like what they call tagging, where you apply a filter to it, which makes them easy to find, but they will still show up in your mailbox or your inbox if you want to be able to find them there as well. So they both essentially do the same thing. The only difference is whether or not once you're finished with them or once you've labeled them, whether or not they stay in your inbox or not. So the move will take them out of your inbox and put them into a label. The simple label button will simply leave them in your mailbox and then also adds them here. So it's up to you which way you want to do that. But either way, whether I do one or the other, what I want to do is I want to create a new folder or create a new label. So if I hit create new, I could create a label maybe for all of my family updates. So I'm going to create it and call it family update. And if I have multiple labels, I can actually nest one underneath the other if I want to be able to kind of put a label within a label. But in this case, I'll just create a plain label. So I hit create, and it has now says moved my message to the family update quote unquote folder over here. So if I click on family update, here it is, it shows up in that message. If I go to my inbox, that message no longer shows up in my inbox, and that is because I clicked on the move and not the label. The label functions the exact same way. Again, it just keeps the message in both places. So let's say I wanted to find all of these and label all of them as family updates, so they would all get moved in there. Luckily, Gmail's got a really powerful search tool, so I can simply search for family update, and notice it lets me search for the label family update or just for the words family update. I'm just going to go ahead and search for the words, and it'll show me anything that matches it. So here is one here, here's another one here, all right, and I could go through. I could probably be a little more specific with my search and type in Holman family update, since that's the way it's referred to in here. All right, and get more of those in here. So I could go through and check all of the ones that I want, and then once I find those, now to simply take those and put those into my family update quote unquote folder, all right, all I have to do is apply the label to them. So I click and I say these are family updates and check the box. There's an apply button at the bottom I have to hit to apply that, and then once I've applied them, they have all now been tagged as family updates. So if I go back to my inbox, they now show up under family update. All those messages will show up. And so that's the way you can deal with folders, or what they call labels, in Gmail.